I want to talk about American politics in the modern day, specifically the wars that were caused due to our alliance with Israel. And I want to start from 2001 because I want to paint the. I'm always talking about, my hate for Israel and my hate for this government that declared war on its own people due to its obedience to Israel. And sometimes people ask me, why do I feel this? And I have, despite the war crimes that they're committing around the world, despite, like I said, how much influence and bribery that they do here to our politicians, I want to give a deeper look into it about how they really destroyed America. And I should have included this in my first video. I think it was titled How Zionism Destroyed America. I want to give more deeper insight. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but it all starts in 2001. This is when, even before this, like in the 6 Day War, this was that's when Israel and America had a strong relationship, but especially in 2001, especially with the George Bush era, this is when Israel and America became really tight. When I mean that is not what I mean by that is Israel's grip on our neck only strengthened. 2001, September 11th, 2001. The Twin Towers are attacked by Bin Laden and Al Qaeda, which are fucking toolboxes made from this country, and I'm gonna explain to you how. So before I explain, let me go into detail with this. What 9/11 was, it was a inside job. It was the green ticket for the US to go into the Middle East and have perpetual war, to deconstruct Middle Eastern countries around Israel, to help Israel just seep through and fulfill the Greater Israel Project. How I know this? It's simple. When the Trade Center was attacked, right after that, when America was riled up, they deemed Muslims as these crazy, terroristic, animalistic people, and people had no problem basically advocating for genocide of the whole Middle East. They were like, yep, go in there, kill, slaughter everybody, do what you gotta do, they're a threat to us. And that's exactly what the US did, because the people had no problem with it. When you subhumanize people, people view you as that, non-human, as disposable. Very fucking Talmudic. So, 2001, the Afghan War. We go in there. Our goal was to defeat Al-Qaeda, take the Taliban out of power, and reconstruct an Afghan government. We go in there. 20 plus years. I mean, this lasted up to even recently, 2021. Totally obliterated and deconstructed Afghanistan. Did not accomplish any of our goals. We did not remove the Taliban from power. They returned to power. Al-Qaeda just became ISIS later on during the Syrian civil war, which I'm going to get to. And no Afghan government was constructed. Matter of fact, like I said, Afghanistan was totally fucking leveled. The drugs were out of control. I mean, it's just fucking insane. Now, let me backtrack a little. While we're in Afghanistan, 2003, we go to war with Iraq because we said that there was weapons of mass destruction and it was a massive threat. We go in there up until 2011 when most troops came back. We go in there, we take Saddam Hussein out of power. He gets executed. All that destroyed. Now fucking totally deconstruct Iraq. No weapons of mass destruction are found. That's two things we didn't fulfill, and one of them wasn't even true. Now, soon as the Iraq war ends in 2011, the Syrian civil war happens. When Assad and his regime were fighting against people that were revolting for their freedom or their rights, right? During 2014, during that war, because Hezbollah and Iran, Hezbollah was defending Assad, and they were fighting the people that were against Assad. While this is going on during this war, 2014, ISIS, who is a branch off from Al-Qaeda. This is why I'm trying to say that we made ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you my proof of that, but let me finish. ISIS goes in there, just starts fucking slaughtering people, fighting even the Syrians, killing them, beheading them, just murdering, head-chopping shitheads. We go in there, fight ISIS. After we're fighting, while we're fighting, Israel goes to war with Hezbollah, totally deconstructed Syria, just like we did Afghanistan, just like we did Iraq. Syria is now fucking leveled, destroyed, fucking obliterated. Assad goes and seeks exile in Russia. Who did we put in power after that? Giuliani, a former Al-Qaeda member who is now our ally. He helps us out. He does deals with us. He helps us out. It's just insane knowing that the same reason we went there to fight fucking ISIS, we now put one of the leaders in power, and we're buddies with him. So it doesn't make fucking sense to me. So that's another reason why I know this is more than just what they tell. This is clearly a fucking stage. And now this war is no different. I mean, the whole reason for this is that Iran has nuclear weapons, that they fear about this, and they view it as a threat. Israel and now is, like I said, even with Lebanon, Israel's viewing Hezbollah as a threat, like they always have, because Hezbollah obviously is a defense against Israel. This is what I'm saying. Anybody who believes the old George Bush rhetoric, you're a fucking puppet at this point. You are more than brainwashed. You are stupid, just outright stupid, because there's no reason that they've given this kind of rhetoric over and over again. Weapons of mass destruction, nuclear weapons that were never found, the ISIS and all this. And I'm going to tell you how ISIS was made. Al-Qaeda and ISIS, which are the same thing, were made. I know that this is a made in the USA group. The reason why I know this is because this is all documented. You can read this up yourself. Greg Scarpa was an old mafia member. I don't remember if he was a capo, if he was a head leader, whatever. But he was in the mafia. He gets locked up. He gets locked up with a guy named Ramzi Youssef. And if anybody doesn't know who Ramzi Youssef is, Ramzi Youssef was responsible for the Trade Center attacks. So, while he's in there, this is obviously before 9/11, while he's in there, after Ramzi Youssef this is the guy that's responsible for the bombings. Ramzi Youssef, because he's stupid, he thinks that Greg Scarpa is like a criminal to the level, he thinks he's as evil as he is, and perhaps, let's say he was, but he thought he was stupid. He thought that because he was a criminal like him, he can confide in him with him and the CIA's deals. So he basically tells him that 9/11 is going to happen. He goes into details, says a couple names, explains that 9/11 is going to come, and he says exactly the year, the date, everything. Fucking explains 9/11 to the T. So Greg becomes anxious, and he goes and basically rats him out, and he's telling people, he's telling people he knows. He's basically trying to give people a heads up, like, yo, this guy's saying shit that's nerve-wracking. So what happens is they amend his sentence. They make Greg, instead of getting out on the time he was supposed to, they make him stay longer. While he's in jail, the attacks happen, and he's watching from his cell, knowing damn well that this guy basically admitted this. So that should show you that this was very much so an inside job. That ISIS, Al-Qaeda, 9/11, it's all made, USA made. Put the American flag stamp right on it. That's what you needed. Like I said, without 9/11, there couldn't be a perpetual war in the Middle East to benefit Israel. That without 9/11, that would not happen. It's kind of like I said about with Jeffrey Epstein. Without Jeffrey Epstein, uh, there would be no Iran war. So this is it. Why I'm making this video. People should see this. People have to see that our alliance with Israel has led America into nothing but perpetual war. Bombing, killing, butchering, maiming, nothing but innocent people. Subhumanizing people that are not white, Arabs, Muslims, just to go in there, fucking kill them, slaughter them, just to benefit Israel. And the thing is, especially the boomers, nobody gives a fuck because they're not white. They could care less about them. It's so fucking evil and wicked and vile, man. It's so evil and wicked. And I anybody, like I said, I'm gonna reiterate this. Anybody who falls for this, like I said, especially with this war about Iran having nuclear weapons, anybody who falls for this old George Bush rhetoric, it's not even that you're that you're brainwashed anymore. You are a fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot that you still believe this. We have never accomplished our war goals since 2001. We did not construct an Afghan government during the Afghanistan war. We did not take the Taliban out of power. We did not defeat Al-Qaeda. They only formed into ISIS. During the Iraq war, we did not get anything. We went there for a nothing burger. They fed us. No weapons of mass destruction. During the Syrian civil war, we fought ISIS just to put the leader of fucking Al-Qaeda in office. That's now kind of like our ally. A fucking head-shopping maniac. That's who we put in power. And now this with the nuclear weapons. Take it and shove it up your ass, okay? From the bottom of my heart. Fuck Israel. Fuck this government. And fuck anybody who's complicit and agrees with this. Fuck them all, okay? The more and more I like talk about this and get into this, I'm just so like, it's so fucking mind-boggling how people can't understand what I'm saying. Especially here, like, I understand the world is waking up, and I appreciate it, I truly do, because I know most people aren't stupid, but where I live, I'm not going to say where I live, but it's very MAGA and Republican over here, and it drives me fucking insane. It drives me fucking insane. And no, I'm not a Democrat. I don't agree with both sides. I think they're both Zionist propaganda parties that divide people, like I've talked about. One of my favorite activists, Malcolm X, even said it. He said, "I'd rather eat with the Northern Democratic. I'd rather eat with the Southern Conservative fox. Well, I'd rather eat with the Southern Conservative wolf than the Northern Democratic fox." So there you go. Yeah. Anybody who falls for this fucking bullshit is a fucking moron and a half. I can't stand them. I fucking can't stand them. I can't stand seeing these idiots with the "Make America Great Again" hat. No, it's suck Israel. It should be suck Israel off and put America last. That should be the fucking hat they wear, because that's what they do and that's what they advocate for. When the people behind Trump is people like Howard Lutnick, who has now been shown to literally be with Jeffrey Epstein on the island, and Jared Kushner. You know who his whole party is. They're all full of fucking pedophiles, all fucking Jews. The junk. Fuck them all. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. And fuck his whole fucking party. Fuck all of them. Assholes. Epstein regime. That's what I call them. But yeah, we've been in nothing but perpetual war this whole fucking time. I don't know how anybody can even support this anymore, really. Because if you don't even care about anybody overseas, if you view them as subhuman, okay, our alliance with Israel is not helping us either. I mean, look at all the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant girls fucking raped and killed on Epstein Island. Just saying. You know, this is real, but nobody wants to fucking care about this. Nobody even talks about the Epstein Island and the Epstein files anymore. It's fucking crazy. It's really fucking crazy and sick. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's pretty much it.